How much drama in the band back in the day? Zero?
Drama? Well, we were like one big happy dysfunctional family. I mean, we had our arguments and disagreements.
What would cause most of them?
Well, I'm not going to say me, because it wasn't. I don't know.
Were you a diva?
It's just, no.
No?
We had to pitch. We basically started in, Ricky and Cindy's parents lent us their car, Croton, a giant station wagon. We'd all drive up with our equipment, and sometimes our opening act, who was she did baton twirling to Boots Are Made for Walking. And I tell you, this is 1978, so the punks in New York hadn't seen something like that.
Right.
It's amazing that, Russ, this band started in a state like Georgia. I mean, thank God it was in Athens. Could you imagine how much crap did you guys get even when you just went up to Atlanta, a few hundred miles away, or just a?
Well, no, Athens was a liberal. It's a college town.
Yeah, I understand. That's what I'm saying. That's why it went over so well.
Liberal, and Atlanta's liberal. I mean, when I first went down there to Georgia, it was sort of. I was in sort of culture shock because they still had like these right-wing preachers who had pictures of African Americans and gorillas and say, it's just like
what were they trying to say?
Racist.
Yeah.
But Athens was totally different, and but we did the punk things. We started out during the punk era, and we were pretty punky back. If you see us on YouTube, we look like, what the hell are they doing?
I'm looking at y'all. Did you do Athens like in '78? Because
I did the whole town.
I did. I was in a Grease band called Clutch. Maybe you saw us.
Clutch?
We probably played. We played that place under the Georgia Hotel.
What, the Chinese restaurant?
No, it was a nightclub. And
yeah, I remember that nightclub.
You remember? And we was Grease band. Did you see us? You
50s
probably heard about
Grease
us.
band?
Clutch. Yeah.
Oh, Clutch. No, I didn't see you.
He didn't see that.
Mm.
Hey, no, were you in a band before the B-52s?
Well, actually, Keith and I we did a lot of home studio stuff. I would, recite, and he would put a fan on the guitar, and it would make interesting noises. And then we did a 4-hour show once as a band called Night Soil, and we had 4
hours.
No guitars. We had like 3 saxophones, violin, go-go dancers, and people just sat there and watched, and we had 4 songs. One was called Bush Hog.
Like it.
And I forget what they were. But
yeah.
We did all 4 songs over and over for 4 hours, and nobody left. We didn't get paid.
Daniel, a question for Fred.
Well, what do you think about like Rock Band or these Guitar Hero? I'm behind you.
Oh,
Sorry.
I know this is like
it's
terrible.
It's like being in the rounds.
It's an interview and a workout.
Yeah, it's
like being Shakespeare. I do
exactly. I'm down in the plebeian section here. But like, what do you think of like games like Rock Band? Like you guys are on Rock Band. At least I'm getting a lot of emails.
Well, I think I did the one where you sing, and I was singing, and I got booed.
Oh, like
within 30 seconds
of your own song?
Yeah, I think it was one of mine.
Dude.
Yeah, so
do you guys get? Like,
I'm all for it.
Do they hook you up with stuff like that? Do you like that kind of stuff? Do you
No,
think that's the future?
The other Superions are Guitar Hero nerds, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Bub, a question for Fred.
I noticed you're from Georgia, right? What happened to your good?
No, I'm from New Jersey, but I lived in Georgia for 10 years, and I sort of picked up a little bit of accent.
That's what I was going to ask you. What happened to your Georgia accent?
It went
You sound like you're from France.
From France? France. People think I'm from England.
Yeah, or something like that.
But no, I'm from New Jersey originally. Well, if I drink a little bit, my Southern
draw
accent,
back
yeah,
A little bit.
Who's the most famous person you know, or that you hang out with?
Besides me?
Yeah, like somebody emailed me and asked me if you guys, you and the REM were friends or ran cross paths at any time.
We're friends now. They came after us, and we had already left town before they took off, big time. We were like Pylon. There's a great group in Athens called Pylon that are having a resurgence. They were around because Vanessa, the lead singer, said, well, when I saw you, I said, if they can do it, we can do it. And I said, yeah, well, yeah.
That's one way to... Yeah, Tiffany, question for Fred Snyder from the B-52.
I was going to ask you, do you get most of your money from, like, ASCAP and all those places from, like, the karaoke singers that do, like, Love Shack and stuff like that? Because I noticed that's, like, the #1 karaoke song ever.
We're supposed to get royalties, but, I don't know if they all report it.
Oh, really?
But don't ask me to do Love Shack. I'd rather do, like, Old Man River or It's My Party.
With a
baton.
Yeah, if you're going to do karaoke, take a song you don't like and ruin it, and watch people's faces.
You gotta take a legendary song.
I used to do karaoke, but now with cell phones and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because we have a video of us doing karaoke in a bar, and the DJ is so angry every time we get up because we're just singing. Well.
Yeah. Hey, we talked to you in December.
Yes.
You called in for a contest, and a friend of yours wanted to win this contest where you got to fly to, where was it, Aruba or
Mexico.
Somewhere in Mexico.
Yeah.
And Mississippi.
And then when they won,
Athens.
they said, you know what, we don't feel it was fair that we won. They want to give the prize back.
Yes. And it's going to go to a charity.
Yeah, to Rock Pink, right?
Yes, Rock Pink.
Yeah, for breast cancer.
Yay! The Susan G. Or is it Suzanne or Susan G. Coleman? The Susan G. Coleman for a Cure.
Yeah.
You can auction that off.
We're auctioning it off.
Yeah, they're going to auction off, actually, on Valentine's Day, when Jeff Howe and Bubba are out at Cheyenne Saloon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The people from Rock Pink are going to be there to auction it off, and it's a trip. I don't have the information, but I know it was a trip to somewhere in Mexico.
Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta, that was
Thank you, Tiffany.
I don't know how I
Beautiful. Win a trip to beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
And that was really, he didn't have to give the prize back. It was very nice.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Fred, if you could live anywhere else on the planet, where would it be?
Which planet?
Frank.
Orlando. Is that the right answer?
Not really.
Terrible answer. Very cheesy.
Even Orlando people are booing
Very
right now.
cheesy.
Yes, Jeff Howe.
With those glasses, you
Yes.
look like a humanities teacher. A good one.
Well, I got that from Mr. Bird.
Hey, he brings up a good question. If you didn't make it in the music business, if the B-52 thing didn't pull off, what would you have done?
Well, since I have no skills and I dropped out of college, I don't know.
Radio.
I'd do
definitely
radio. Where else do all the dumbbells go?
Exactly. Hey, I like y'all's website and stuff. It got some good pictures. Y'all got more promo shots than I've ever seen before, man. Look for us to even do one like us. We're
Actually,
looking up at the ceiling.
You can say our life is online. The Superions' exciting life is on our website.
It's a great website.
The Superions.
And Mr. Bird.
Go to our MySpace and please ask Mr. Bird a question. He was almost quit.
You almost quit?
Yeah, we were trying to get him in our video, but he charges too much.
All right, the House of Blues is this week?
Yes.
Tickets still available?
Yes. Maybe. We sell out really fast.
Now, I don't know. There's a lot of fans. My email's just melting from people that have either seen the B-52s before and love them or are planning on going to this show. So get your tickets now.
I have to ask at least one question, just to let sure the audience knows. If you do a Superion show, can people expect not to hear B-52 songs?
Of course, it's the Superions.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Look at that.
Because I've gotten a couple emails going, well, are they going to be playing B-52 songs? And I was like, probably not.
They'll be doing Pro Tools, and I'll be standing behind a lectern.
Nice.
Oh, I like that. With a picture of Mr. Bird on the lectern, maybe?
With travel photos.
And the glasses.
And don't worry, there'll be lots of nudity, so we get people to come.
That's
nice.
And so thank you once again for
appreciate
the prize.
My
we appreciate you
pleasure.
giving us back, and thank you for coming in.
Our pleasure, yes.
Right.
And check out the Superions.
All right, very good.
On MySpace.
And on iTunes.
You're listening to Monsters.
Ask a question.
In the morning.